Well, hello, everybody. My name is Shannon. This is Cosmic Goddess Healing. Welcome in to my beautiful divine feminines, my divine masculines, my star seeds, my soul tribe. Welcome in to anybody that feels guided or aligned to come on in and check out my videos. Hope you guys had a great Easter. I had a really nice Easter. I went to visit a girlfriend of mine that lives in Brantford, Ontario. We've been best friends since I was 17 years old. I am now 45, so we have been friends a very long time. And I don't get to see her that often. So it was really nice to have a long weekend and go out and spend the weekend with her and her kids and her grandkids. And yeah, it was lovely. I had a great weekend. So it was kind of like a little, weekend away. It's always like home away from home when I'm at her house. So it was nice. It was nice to just like get away for a weekend. Feel like I had a little vacation in a way, a little mini staycation, as they call it. But it was just nice. It was nice to be with friends and extended family and celebrating Easter together. And we did fish and chips on Good Friday and a really beautiful dinner on Saturday. And it was just nice. It was lovely. So, I was doing some meditating yesterday. I got home and forgot everything was closed yesterday because it's a holiday, or it was a holiday here in Ontario. And I didn't get to do like my grocery shopping or any of that stuff yesterday. But you know what? It actually worked out. I had enough stuff here to throw some stuff together for my lunches this week. And it gave me the opportunity to really just like sit with myself and do a bit of meditation and some journaling. And I really was like looking at how far I've come in terms of not letting other people's negativity affect me the way I once used to. And it was weird because, anyone that's followed me for a while, I went on a trip to Africa. I had a couple of really difficult women on that trip that, were putting me down and, complaining a lot about everything and, talking bad behind my back, putting down my ability to be the tour leader. And I was letting it affect me on the trip. I was really letting it get to me. I was personalizing it. I was thinking I was doing a bad job, overcompensating to try and please these two women. Um, and then I realized, like, what am I doing? This is actually a reflection of these two ladies, not of me. I'm doing the best I can do. I'm doing a good job, or I believe I'm doing a good job. Everybody else thinks that I'm doing a very good job. Why am I letting the opinions of two people affect me in this way? And then I came home, I go back to work, and I'm a training specialist. So I train new hires when we hire them. And I had a class when I came back. And of course, in this class, I have another difficult person who was also saying bad things. My training is boring. And, she's not paying attention when we're in live sessions. She's showing up late. Just like I can tell she doesn't care. I can tell there's just like she's just disrespecting me left, right, and center. I don't believe she was intentionally doing it, but it was still, I was perceiving it as, disrespect or rejection in a way, But then I was letting it get to me and I was thinking, am I doing something wrong? Am I not a good facilitator? But it's like, it's crazy because all my other classes have been great and people have commented on how well I did and, what a great teacher I was. And so why would I let one person, one bad apple come in and affect my whole experience in this job? Like, it's crazy. But I'm not anymore. And it's funny, I've had a couple of bad comments recently here on my channel, and I didn't let them bother me. Like, it was really cool. I got to see this growth in me that I didn't let these comments affect me because I recognized that this was just that person's pain. Clearly, my message triggered them in some way, or my energy triggered them in some way. And it isn't really about me. And they're not really mad at me. They're just lashing out at me and projecting their fears and their angers and whatever their wounds are, they're triggering or projecting that onto me. So it was really cool because I would have let 2 negative comments on my YouTube channel really affect me, but I didn't. I kind of was just like, I deleted the comment. Like, I'm not going to let that energy sit in my channel. So all I did was delete the comment and not respond and not engage, because that's what the person wants. They want me to engage. They want me to fight with them. They want me to debate with them. And I'm not going to do that. In fact, what I did was I sent both these people a great amount of love and compassion and healing, in the hopes that they can overcome their wounds so that they can find their happiness. You know, a guy that I met at one of my ceremonies wore a t-shirt that says, "Happy people are not mean." And that has sat with me and resonated with me because it's true. When you're a happy person, you don't lash out at others. You're not mean to others. You don't put people down. Even if you have a judgment about somebody, you keep it to yourself. You don't go telling that person, because you're happy, you're in a good place. You want to make other people happy. You want to bring joy to other people. When you are good and you are happy, you don't go out of your way to try to piss other people off or lash out at others. And it was such a true statement that when I got these 2 bad comments, that's what spirit put in my head. Shannon, happy people aren't mean. And these people aren't happy and they're going through something, and you just happen to be the person that triggered them and, got them to look at it, and they didn't like it. So they're going to lash out at you and try to put you down and try to put doubt in your mind about your abilities and your gifts. And I really wanted to share that with you guys, because maybe you're experiencing the same thing where you're looking and going, wow, I've grown a lot. I've done a lot of work where I'm not reacting the same way to people's negativity or rejection or things that I used to personalize so greatly and create all this doubt in me, where I'm not doing that anymore. So I'm hoping that you guys are having a similar experience. I truly do feel reborn this Easter. I don't know what it is. I am feeling all the things I want to manifest are in my heart already, that they're mine already. I was feeling that energy yesterday. Like, love is already mine right now. Abundance and wealth are mine already. I can feel that I am this close to being in tune with these frequencies, and they're coming, and I'm being prepared to hold and receive them. So anyways, this morning I felt really guided to go to the Keepers of the Light deck. I'm going to follow that up with the Spirit Oracle, and then we're going to close it off with the Psychic Tarot. So let's take a look and see, why did Spirit guide me to the Keepers of the Light? And maybe it's going to be in line with what I was just talking about. Overcoming things, seeing how far you've come. Oh my God, that is way too many cards, Spirit. Way too many. Why did you guide me to this deck, Spirit? Show me why you guided me to this deck. Beautiful. All right. So the first cards that have come out are Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Yeah. I love this, with grace. Like, it's funny, even when I got one of the bad comments, and both of them were along the lines of, you're a fraud and your readings suck and stop trying to throw the collective off their game and you're railroading the collective. Like, clearly it was woundings. Like, it's funny. I can laugh about it now and not even be upset about it, but because it's how ridiculous it was. And I'm someone who's really humble, and I don't make any money from this. I do this out of the goodness of my heart because I truly love doing it, and I feel very connected when I'm doing these readings. So I am doing this with grace. And when I was looking at these messages, and they were from 2 different people, at first it stung. At first I was like, oh my God, like, why would somebody say that? Like, I'm the most humble, sweetest, kindest person ever. Like, I would never fraud people or make things up, or, I know I'm gifted at this. So one person's comment isn't going to throw me off my game and make me think I don't know how to do this and I'm bad at this. But it was funny how that, like, that's what that person wanted. They wanted to throw their doubt and their fear and their pain at me to try and create doubt in my mind, like I'm not a good reader. But I know I am. And it's like, I'm so certain of that. I'm so sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, that that comment didn't even affect me. Like, it affected me for a second because it's hurtful. Like, it hurts to hear something like that. But I am truly walking in grace, and I show up to this channel with grace, with humility. And I truly am sharing my gifts from my heart. So it's kind of funny that Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace, share your gifts with grace. This is the first card out. The second card out is White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. And maybe you're connected to Native ancestors, because I'm feeling a very obviously strong Native American energy coming through this right now. The final card out from this deck is Green Terra, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. And yes, I feel that you are. Maybe you are someone that relates to the opening message I was speaking about, where people aren't creating doubt in you anymore. People aren't creating fear in you anymore. You've healed your ancestral wounds. You've healed your family lineage karma. You've healed all of that. So people don't affect you in the same way that they once used to. Your people pleasing isn't coming out in the same way it once used to. You are getting so sure of yourself, so sure of who you are. You know you are protected spiritually. You know this. So you don't have the same fears that you once used to have, or the same doubt that you once used to have, because you did heal the wounds of your ancestors. That's why this White Eagle card has come out. You did this already. You healed family wounds. So in healing that, you healed the brokenness within you that used to require so much outside validation. You used to require so much outside, validation. That's the best word I can come up with. You needed so much validation outside of yourself once upon a time, that a little comment like, you suck and you're not good at being a reader, would totally throw you off your game. It would probably make you want to stop doing readings because one person said you're bad at it. But you're not responding in that way anymore. And whatever your situation is, and I think this is a big part of why people are so afraid to be seen and do this, because you are opening yourself up to mean people. You are opening yourself up to negative comments. But if you can recognize and understand that these comments actually have nothing to do with you, these are just the woundings and the damage within somebody else that they can't recognize, so they want to throw their projections onto you. That's all it is. It's actually not a reflection of you at all. It's a reflection of them as a person, and their nastiness and their pain, and they need to do some healing. But it isn't actually a reflection of you at all, which is like a really beautiful place to be. And I felt really grateful yesterday to be in this place, and like, I can feel in my heart goodness is coming. I feel love is here already. I've been feeling this feeling that I have love already, the butterfly feeling that I've been getting lately. And I don't even want to say it, but I know love is mine already. I know it's mine already. I can feel the love in my heart already. I can feel the feeling of butterflies when that person sends you a good morning text. I'm feeling all these things already. Like, I'm already being aligned to the frequency of that experience, along with wealth. Like, I strongly feel wealth is being called into my life as well. And these things are mine already. I can feel it, because I am standing more firm in my beliefs of who I am and what I deserve in life. All right, let's keep going. Let's get into the Spirit Oracle and see what else is coming out. Yeah, and I feel like you're somebody too that you like, Maybe you've stepped out too and you're starting to be seen, and maybe you have a channel or you started a social media page where you're letting your gifts be seen, and it was scary for you. Spirit just told me like you were terrified for this reason. And maybe that's why I needed to come on and talk about this today, because it is the reality. When you put yourself out there publicly, there are nasty people out there that are still very broken, still very wounded, and they are going to say mean things to you. But it's about you being certain of who you are, so certain of that, that people's comments don't affect you anymore the way they once used to. And I can truly say that right now, that the universe put me through these experiences in the last month. I've had to go through all these things around this. And maybe you're experiencing the same thing. Spirit, why did you guide me to this deck this morning? What other messages do you have for this collective? Oh my God, that's a lot. But you know what? I think we're just going to take them because they're here and they obviously needed to come out. All right. The first card out is innocence. Innocence, purity, joy. You are being encouraged to just be you. Oh my God. You are a light of joy in this world. Expect positive outcomes to flow from your honesty and your pure intentions. Yes. You are an innocent, beautiful being, and this falls under Paul the Venetian. This falls under experiencing grace. You are walking with grace. You are honest. You are not somebody who's out there scamming people. You just want to share your gift honestly and openly with the world. And because of that, you are a beacon of joy and hope for others. And you are calling in the same joy and love and wealth and positivity, like you are having really good. And maybe you're aligned with what I'm speaking about, where you feel it in your heart already. You know these things are yours already. The love, the wealth, whatever it is you've been wanting to manifest, you feel it in your heart that you are being lined up with these things right now because you choose to step into purpose, because you've chosen purpose. You've been listening to God's guidance on what's the next step. What do you want me to do, God? How do you want me to show up and serve the world and humanity? And you've been doing it, and you've been doing it with honesty and grace and dignity and values. You've healed the ancestral karma and the woundings. And because of that, you are standing more firm in who you are, and you are not letting other people's opinions or negativity get to you anymore. The next card out is forgiveness. It is time to heal old wounds. Forgiveness is required. Do not allow yourself to be a victim any longer, for in doing so, you only hurt yourself. You are eternally loved. Embrace the love that is being offered and allow it to heal you. And it's kind of crazy that it's Jesus on a cross and we just celebrated Easter, the resurrection, the rebirth. Like, this is crazy. And I believe you've done this already, because this is falling under the eagle spirit, the white eagle, healing karma, healing ancestral karma. And I believe you did this through forgiveness of yourself and through forgiveness of family and your past wrongdoings. That's why you are more sure of yourself now. That's why you are sitting in this absolute unconditional love for yourself and others. And you can recognize when people lash out at you, it's coming from a wounded place. It has nothing to do with you anymore. You know that now for certain. The next card out is tranquility, trust. All will turn out well. Everything will fall into place. Peace of mind and tranquility result. This is the certainty you're feeling in your heart of your manifestations coming in. You are feeling so certain in your heart, like me, that you know what you want is about to show up in the 3D world. You are so certain of it. You are so calm about it. You're not going out and looking for evidence of these things. You're putting it out there that this is mine already. I am aligned with this frequency. And then you're letting it go to the universe. And you're letting the universe step in and do the rest to make this come into fruition without you controlling, without you trying to put all the pieces together to make it happen. You are just trusting. You are letting go and you are trusting with peace in your heart. and certainty that you know this is coming in. Guidance is the next card. Release the past to the eternal winds and allow new energies to enter your life. You are a creation that is vast and endless, with no beginning and no end. Allow your life to flow like a river, for the spirit of love will guide you and keep you safe. Yeah, what a beautiful message. You are being guided. I feel like this is spirit coming through to say, keep releasing things from the past. When things come up, and maybe you've been experiencing something like me, where I had to just go through this situation, a few situations of difficult people that were putting me down, people that were trying to create doubt in my mind and doubt in myself, that the universe brought these into my life. It was almost like a test. What are you going to do with this, Shannon? You've done the work. Are you going to keep letting other people's opinions and woundings affect you? And are you going to take that on and give your power away? Or are you going to just trust us, trust spirit, and trust that you've done the work and that you are beautiful just as you are? You are perfect just as you are. And it doesn't matter what other people say. And it was 111. It was 21:11 on the clock when I looked up. You are more in the flow of spirit, I'm hearing. You're not fighting against things anymore. You're not resisting things anymore. You are understanding that what's meant for you is yours, what's not is not. And that feeling in your heart of what's meant for me is mine and it's already mine is giving you such peace, because you know you don't have to chase things anymore. You know you don't have to go controlling things anymore. What's yours is yours already. It's just a matter of time before it shows up in the 3D world. And you're being guided. You know that. Spirit is guiding you on what are the next steps to take. And you're just following that now. You're not trying to control. You're not trying to resist. You're just trusting now. The next card out is Holiday. The spirit of the ocean calls you, offering healing and much needed peace. Come to the water and connect with its endless flow of magic. You need a change of scenery. Take a holiday and all will fall into place. And maybe mermaids are significant to you. And maybe you are about to take a vacation, a little beach vacation or a staycation. Maybe you are about to take a holiday, or you've been contemplating taking a holiday, and this is your confirmation that you should. That if you've been working hard lately and you haven't had a lot of joy or fun in your life, this is your calling. This is your sign that you need to take a bit of a break and go and remember to have fun. Honesty is the last card out. Love, compassion, and truth will heal the present situation. Be honest with yourself. Discover what it is that you truly desire. Then speak your truth clearly. Always speak with loving compassion and know that the truth will never harm anyone when spoken from a place of love. Yeah, and this kind of goes in line with what I was talking about earlier about people making nasty comments on my channel. You can be honest with people, but make sure you're doing it from a place of love and compassion. And if what you're about to speak to somebody is not coming from love and compassion and is coming from a place of anger or wounded, broken wounds, or a triggering place, then maybe you better pause before speaking those words to somebody, because you have no idea the ripple effect you're causing. When you speak these words to somebody, it is creating a ripple effect that goes through so many people at such a distance, you have no idea. So I feel you're doing this though. I feel like you are showing up as this honest, loving, compassionate being who is becoming so certain of themselves that other people's outside words don't affect you in the same way anymore. You're not being combative anymore. You're not being reactive anymore. You are just so certain of who you are and who you are becoming. And it's a really beautiful place for you to be, because I think for a long time, other people's words did affect you greatly. And it made you react through people pleasing and trying to smooth things over and apologizing even when you didn't do anything wrong. But you don't do that anymore. You just walk in love and compassion and truth, and you show up that way in the world now. And it does trigger people. It does. And maybe you're finding that too. Maybe you've stepped out and you are being more seen in the world, and you are noticing that unfortunately it is opening you up to negativity as well. But again, you're not letting it affect you in the same way that you once did. You're not. All right, let's get into the tarot. Spirit, what else can you give me? What else can you give me for this message? All right, so love begins is the first card out. And what did I say? I've been feeling this in my heart, like love is mine. And look at the rainbow. My partner who passed away, Nathan, always shows up in every reading of mine as a rainbow. This is crazy. Every reading without fail. You know, and it's funny, I've always been told that he was going to help me find a partner in life. When he passed away, I believe he was a soulmate of mine. And I had a reading done from a beautiful medium. And in my message, she said that he was going to guide me to an amazing partner, someone who was going to love me the way I deserve to be loved. And for some of us, maybe you've been feeling this love in your heart like I have. Like literally, I've been feeling this feeling of butterflies. And when music comes on, like, oh my God, the new Bruno Mars album, it literally puts love in my heart. And I'm not with anybody right now. I'm not speaking to anybody right now. So it's crazy that I keep getting these sensations and this feeling like I am speaking to somebody new. But I'm just going with it. I'm not shutting it down anymore. I'm not, in the past, I would have been like, I don't want to think about this. I'm just going to feel disappointment. I don't want to let myself fall into this feeling because it's clearly not happening and I don't want to be disappointed. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm allowing those feelings to come up, and I'm feeling them and I'm embracing them. You know, and then for others of us where it's, you know, maybe nasty people are trying to affect you, the stand your ground card is coming out where you're not letting these things affect you anymore. You know, the love beginning too is all about self-love, I feel. I think it's about calling in a great love, but it's also because we are overflowing. We have filled our inner cup so much that the love is overflowing because we're not letting people get in our way anymore. We're not letting people's negativity or woundings affect us anymore the way we once did. And because of that, we are moving forward in a positive direction. We are moving towards light. We are moving towards joy, love, abundance, wealth, success. And that's the thing. If you do the healing work, that is what's waiting for you. The more you heal, the more you have the courage to face your shadow self, the more you start moving into an easier, more joyful, more abundant, more peaceful time in your life, because these things aren't holding you back anymore. And the last card out is truth, which I believe is the justice card. Like the scales are balancing. You are getting balanced. You are balanced, and in turn, your life is becoming balanced, and the scales are truly balancing out. Justice is coming. Let me see if there's anything else. I feel like with this truth card as well, it's like the justice of the work you've done and the healing you've done. Spirit isn't going to let these people affect you anymore. These negative people, these people that are unhealed and don't want to do the work. Yeah, because they're trapped in fear still. You're not anymore. These people are trapped in fear and they want to project their negativity onto you, but you're not letting them win anymore because you know the truth. You know who you are. You're so certain of that now through this healing work that you've done, that nobody can make you believe different of yourself anymore, which is a really cool place to be. Yeah. Material harvest and the Hermit card, solitude. You've done the work. You've done the work because you went within, because you went into hermit mode. Your material harvest is coming, and this is in all areas: love, abundance, joy, happiness, adventure, all of the beautiful things that you've been wanting. They're here. Feel them in your heart now. Align with the frequency now. Trust that they are here already. Not tomorrow, not one day. They are here. Feel these things in your heart now. Connect with the energy of them right now, because they are here. I hope this helps somebody. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.